Now, the way we use a WAMP server in the college is a bit different than the way we will use it on our personal computers. So in this video, I will teach you how to download, install, and use WAMP server on your laptop. So since you are working from home now and you don't have access to the college network, so you have to install WAMP server on your laptop and run your programs there. So the first step is downloading the WAMP server. So for this, open your favorite browser, and in this, go to the website wampserver.com. So the first thing you do is choose the language, English, and then scroll down a bit and you get downloads here. So most of you are having 64-bit systems, so please download this link for downloading the WAMP server. Now when you get this option to download WAMP server, see from this link we can download the WAMP server, okay, and from this link we have to download some files which will be needed to install WAMP server. So from both these links we will download all the files and put those files in the folder, and then we will start our installation process. So first I will download the necessary files. So I will click on this link. This will take me to some specific page on the Microsoft website, and if you see here, Visual C++ redistributable for Studio 2012 update 4. So I will need these files, so I will just download these files. So it shows 3 files, so I will click all 3 files and then I will proceed, and my downloading for these 3 files will start. So on the desktop I made one folder, WAMP server installation files. I will open this folder and I will save these files one by one. So first file is saved, then it will give me the option to save the second file. So I save the second file, and then it gives me the option to save the third file. So I'll open the folder and save the third file also. So you can see now in my folder the 3 prerequisite files before we install WAMP server are saved in this folder. Now the final thing we have to do is download the WAMP server setup file. So again, from this Microsoft, I will go back to my WAMP server page and click this link once again, and now we will download the WAMP server setup file for using this link. So this will take me to the web page sourceforce.net, and here the download will start automatically. So in this same folder I will store my WAMP server setup file also. So I'll click save and the downloading will start. So my download is complete. Let me open the folder, and when you open this folder you can see the 3 prerequisite files, and this is your WAMP server setup file. So now we will start our installation process. So first I will install these prerequisite files. Once I install this, then I will install the WAMP server. Okay, so let me install the first one. Okay, so if it says this app can't run on your PC, just leave it. We don't need this file. Let's go for the second one. Okay, now since on my computer this file is already installed, so it is giving me 2 options: to repair, uninstall, or close. So I will just close it because it is already installed for me, but for you it will show one link, one button for installing this file. So please you click on the install button. Okay, same thing you do for the third file. Again, for me it is giving option to uninstall and repair, but for you will get the install button here and you can click and install these redistributable files, right? So for me these files are installed. So now comes the step to install the WAMP server. So I will double click on this file, WAMP server setup file, and start my installation process. Okay, so language, of course, English I want. Accept the agreement. Click next. Okay, so choose this default location C WAMP 64. So this is the folder where your installation will be done. Click next, and in the installation we are using PHP 5.6, so by default this will be installed. No need to check these options for this course. And we want to install MySQL also, right? We'll be using MySQL, so I click this and I choose this latest version for MySQL, right? And then we can proceed. Click next, install. So the installation process starts. So during installation, it is asking me to choose the browser, which browser I want to use. I just click no. And similarly for the editor, just click no. We will use our own editor. And continue. Okay, now we are getting a warning. It may be that at first launch, not all services are started. Icon not green. So left click WAMP manager icon that restart the service. So it says that when you install WAMP server, it has some services which must run. So after installation, it may not run. So that WAMP server icon, that W icon will come somewhere here, and it should be green color. If it is not green, we will start the services by clicking on it and then restarting services. So we will see after the installation. For the time being, we will click next and click finish. So this finishes our installation. So you can see here after installation, this icon is created here, and we can also check in which folder this is installed. So we decided that we will install in the C folder in the WAMP 64 folder. So you can see here this folder automatically created during the installation process, and you can see all these folders and some files will be created, and we will be making all our websites in this folder, www folder. Okay, so in this folder, whatever website we have to make, for every site we will have to make one folder. So using WAMP server, writing PHP pages and database connectivity, all those things we will cover. Okay, so once you install the WAMP server, you will see the shortcut for launching your WAMP server icon here. So you can just double click and launch your WAMP server, or you can go from here also. Just type WAMP and you will see here WAMP 64, WAMP server 64 desktop app. So you can click here, or you can double click here. So I will double click here and start the WAMP server. Once the WAMP server is started, you will see the W icon for the WAMP server in the taskbar. So if everything goes fine, the color of the WAMP server icon here should be green. So let's launch our WAMP server. So I'll just double click. Just this blank screens will pop up and disappear. So you can see here now W icon for the WAMP server, and it is green. So everything seems to be okay. Our WAMP server is running. Now the first question is that when you have to make web pages, where you have to store your web pages. So just click here and see here www directory. Okay, so if you click here, it will take you to the C drive. In the C drive WAMP 64 folder, inside this you have www folder. Okay, so this is the location where you will make all your websites and web pages. Now for every website we should make one folder. So let's say I want to make one website, and for that I will make one folder here. So I'll just right click and click new and make a folder. Let's say I give it name my website. Okay, and this is my website. So all the files and subfolders, everything should be in this folder. So let me go inside this. Okay, and let me make one test PHP page here, which we will later on access. So I'll open Notepad++ and I'll write some dummy PHP code here. So I'll use my PHP tags, close PHP tags. I will just write here echo hello PHP. So if this message is displayed in the browser, that means our web server is running. So you will write all your pages like this and save in your web folder. So save as. So we have to go to the C drive. Inside C drive we have folder WAMP64. Inside this you have www folder, and here you will have folders for all the websites. So right now my website folder is my website. I will go here and I will save one program here. Let's say test.php. Okay, so this file is saved now. Now to access this page, we have to open the browser. For opening your WAMP server home page, we have to type localhost, only localhost, not localhost.com or anything else, just localhost. Okay, so if you do this in the college, for you will type ict.wamp.ibricity.edu.om, but for home you just have to type localhost. So you get WAMP server homepage. Okay, so after localhost you can just write the name of your folder, website folder. The name of the folder for your website is my website, and you can see in the my website we have one page, test.php. So I can click here and you can see my PHP page is up and running. So I have to type localhost, then name of my website folder, and then whatever page you want to access you can specify here. So our page is running. Okay, now if you want to use the PHP my admin, you can again type localhost, and then in this WAMP server page you can click on PHP my admin, and then you can give username is root and password is blank by default. Okay, but in your course your username is your student ID and even your password is your student ID. Okay, but here username is root and password is nothing. So server choice, just choose which one works for you. Let me try MySQL. Doesn't work. Let me change server choice as MariaDB. Okay, so let me go. In the college it works for MySQL server, but here choose MariaDB. Just see which one works for you. I don't want to go into the details comparing MySQL and MariaDB, but for our course whatever you choose it will work. Click go, and you can see now you can access your WAMP server, and you can see here list of databases, and you can follow the whole process for using your PHP my admin, right? For example, if I want to make one database, I can click database and I can specify, let's say db1, database 1, right? So I can create database. You can see database name comes here. Now in your course you are not authorized to create database. All of you have your database and the name of the database is your ID, but here on your computer you have the right to create your database also. And when you click on this database, let's say db1, you can see right now database db1 is active, and if you want to create table, then you can create table and you can proceed as you do in the class. Okay, thank you. If you have doubt, just send me a message.